break every rule in this dumb code of conduct.
It is the Morning Mayhem on Trans-Africa Radio.
Some amazing tunes right here on TRadio.mobi. 5 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. And DJ Stavo, all the way from Zimbabwe on this one. Timaba Oskido, and of course Nogwazi on this one. Number track is called Ingo. Mamtaga P. What a smashing tune, man. What a way to actually open hashtag School of House right here on TRadio.mobi. Hashtag Morning Mayhem with the king of the morning, ready to make sure that your mornings are off to a great start. Channel 872 on your DSTV audio bouquet at 609 on OpenView HD. And of course, as promised to you, we've got DJ Stavo all the way from Zimbabwe in the stew. What up, brother, man?
What up, you good?
I'm good, man. How you doing, man?
All good, man.
Good to see you. Good to have you out here in the studio, man.
Yeah.
I've actually been looking forward to this interview for a very long time.
Have you?
Yeah. Too much. I always play your music, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, my favorite is that you did with Oliver Mtukutsi. Mwezi Mchena. I love that song, man. Even the one with Ja Praiser, Simunta Ngoma. I love that joint, man. Love that joint right there.
That.
Otherwise, you were actually born out there in Kwekwe. In Zimbabwe on the 17th of March 1979. Now you actually go by the name of Steve Wayne Sanders, you know? So I want to understand, like, why DJ Stavo? Like, was it short for Steve? You know, Steven?
Yeah, Steven. Oh, same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that a lot. But yeah, it's originated from my name, Steven. So that's where it came from. I just got it, I think... I would say my friends back in the days of playing soccer, they're the ones that gave me the name. So, Yeah, so we just carried on.
So did you also used to play soccer?
Yeah, I used to play soccer, professional soccer, 98, 97, yeah.
And then what happened?
I didn't make it.
You didn't want to make it though?
Yeah, I actually went for trials in the UK, but I was a bit too old for the trials. So, Yeah, so I decided to hang up my boots and... go the DJing way.
Oh wow, that is actually quite interesting. So like when you discovered that you actually can play football, you know?
Yeah, I think soccer's always in me, but fortunately I think around about 99 or something I had a knee injury.
Yeah.
So I just didn't want to go further into that, and you know I said to myself I'd played at the highest level besides in the Premier League and all that.
Yeah.
I didn't play for Zimbabwe or anything. That was one of my goals that I wanted to do, but didn't do that. Went over to the States for a cultural exchange, came back and became a DJ.
Oh, yeah. So you were influenced in America?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Well, now when you actually got back to Zimbabwe, how's the reception? You know, now that you're actually starting to DJ, now people know you as a soccer player, and then now all of a sudden now, why the switch up? You know?
Well, at the time, I think I was doing both. You know, I didn't completely stop playing soccer. I actually dropped down levels and so-called. What do you call it? Like the boozers league, if you want to call it. You know, social league. So continued there, and we and until my knee just gave up. And
so it gave up on you, so you decided, you know what, I'm just going to give up soccer.
Yeah.
And then here you are, you're a DJ now. Well, look at now, DJ right now. You know? But man, you've actually worked with a lot of people. And I'm still like, this guy, who haven't you worked with?
There's still a lot of people.
Now, I actually want to understand one thing. What actually influenced you to actually go the DJ route and, of course, the house production route as well?
Yeah, I think back in 98, I started. Those days we had the urban grooves. I started off with XQ, Rocky, and doing all that. But it's, you know, with me being being as a DJ and clubbing and everything, I just didn't vibe for the club life of that. House was like the main thing that got people going on the dance floor and everything like that. Yeah. And for me, in Africa, it just made sense to go the Afro house way. Me being an African, and you know, it didn't make sense for me to do any other genre, and go the way that I think was most accepted by a DJ. You know, those are the days when, you know, we would say we had DJ Sindo, you know, Black Coffee. We all looked up to them, and still do. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, it's just, I think it just made sense, a career sense to say let's go that way. Nowadays we've got the hip hop DJs, you know, which is also trending quite big. But back when I started, hip hop wasn't that big in Africa, you know. True. So I'm not giving away my age, but
so now are you considering going to hip hop now, since, like, you know, gaining momentum right now?
Yeah, I actually want to try a lot of other genres. I mean, I'm actually wanting to go up north and do some Afro beats. Okay. Also a little bit of hip hop, you know, just to test different markets, you know. It just makes sense as a DJ to get as many collaborations
and just venture out, you know,
venture
out and just grow as a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now, as a lot of people, a lot of DJs actually suffer from that. Is that they box themselves. You know, like you tend to box yourself, and then you're like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to be a house DJ.
Yeah.
And then you box yourself into that house.
You see,
music.
like here in South Africa, you know, if you're a DJ, you stick to one particular genre.
Sure.
Back home, we don't stick to one genre.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we play dancehall, we play hip hop, you know, house, you know, Afro beats.
Sure.
You know, so you know, when you're doing a club
set.
gig or anything, or set anything like that, you have to mix it up. You know?
Oh yeah.
And I just love music, so I just want to venture. That's all I want to do.
Quite interesting right here on TRRadio.mobi, 11 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African Time. Out here in the studio, we've got Stephen Wayne Sanders, where you might know him as DJ Stavo. The number to dial is +27 7925 4329. Ask him any questions you would love to hear. Otherwise, he actually also did a song with Fiesta Black. Number track is called Take a Famba. This guy has actually collaborated with a lot of other people. If you're sleeping on this guy, you better wake up right now.
This is Trans Africa Radio.
On this one, team up with Fiesta Black. Number the track is called Take a Famba. 15 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African Time. It is the third and final hour of the show. And of course, right about now, it is that time for hashtag School of House Mtagapi. Every Friday, there's always a party right here on the Station of the Gods, where we officially unlock your weekend in style. And of course, in the stew right now, we've got DJ Stavo all the way from the beautiful country of Zimbabwe. And man, hey, gotta say, this guy's working, man. This guy's really working. Brother man, apparently you started teaching yourself how to DJ at the age of 19.
Yep.
Wow.
You know, I don't say, you know, one of those situations where you got no choice but to DJ.
Okay. Do you feel like you had no choice?
No, I did have no choice, because that was the time, you know, I was running a nightclub.
Oh yeah.
And the resident DJ that I'd hired didn't pitch up, and I had a full club. You know, in the sense that, well, when I say I had a full club, I had an event that I knew I was going to have a full night. You know? And you know, I just said, hey, stuff this, let me just jump on the deck. You know, why should I be bothered and run around? And then, you know, I just got the hang of it, and you know, that adrenaline of the crowd going crazy. I was like, I could do this every week.
Oh yeah. So you started actually enjoying it from there. You know? So the people actually got you going. Really.
Exactly. And that's one thing that we always say: the fans are the ones that make us, they keep us going. So.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah.
So now, what happened to the club?
I moved on.
You moved on. Moved on to bigger and better things right now.
Yeah, I just felt that, you know, I really wanted to concentrate on my DJing career and producing and everything, and take it to the next level. I couldn't just balance running. It wasn't just the club itself.
Sure.
I was actually doing the family business of the hotel, the nightclub, and also trying to do my career at the same time. Yeah. And I just felt that, you know, if I really wanted to go this route, I had to give up. You know, I've had that decision already with the soccer. You know, so once again, I was giving up again. But, you know, it was just, and I mean, with the hardships and everything back home, I just thought, you know, let me try something else.
So now, you actually talk about giving up something and, of course, starting over something, you know?
Yeah.
And now you gave up soccer to actually start up DJing. And also, you actually also gave up a club, owning a club, in order to actually focus on a music career.
Correct.
Now, how difficult is it to actually start over something new? You understand? And now you've actually been doing something for a very long time, and now all of a sudden now it's something new, you know?
You know, a lot of my fans and people that, you know, follow me know that I have this hashtag. It's called TTP.
Okay, and what is that?
It means trust the process.
It's true.
Right?
It's true.
So I have this gut feeling, and I said to myself, it's you saying starting all over again, but I believe in myself, and everyone's on their own particular journey.
Sure.
You know, we it's already written for us. So, you know, I just go with the flow, trust the process. You know, and I said, this is what I want to do. I felt it was good. I had the backing of my family. My wife has always been there for me. You know, and I said, you know, let's just go with the flow, trust the process. And I've been trusting it since day one.
Day one?
Yeah, so, you know, it's just, I just hope one day it'll pay off.
Well, isn't it paying off already?
Not yet. Not yet.
This guy's lying to us, man. I don't believe DJ Stavo, man. You can't be collaborating with a lot of people like this, man, and your name can be established like this and not be killing in the paper. Come on, man.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own goals.
Sure.
So if I haven't reached my goals, then I haven't made it, right?
Yeah, you haven't made it.
So
Okay, cool. Nah, fair enough. Fair enough, man. 19 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. +27 7925 44329 is actually the WhatsApp line in order for you to actually dial. Brother man, there's actually a track that she actually did with Oliver Mtukudzi. And yeah, man, a beautiful track. Can you please tell us about this track, dog, you know?
I always challenge myself. Working with legends is always something that I feel is part and parcel of my journey.
Sure.
I just don't want to be, jumping the process. I felt like my first international collaboration and video that I dropped was with Mendoza.
Yeah.
So I felt that, from a South African point of view, I felt that I had done my collaboration with a legend.
Yeah.
And in Zimbabwe, I felt there was no one bigger than Oliver Mtukudzi.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we were just vibing. I met him and I said to him, Dara, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, what is it, Stavo? I said, I've got an idea. I want to get you on a house beat. You've got a lot of legends, Hugh Masekela,
Sure.
and Salif Keita. They're all jumping on house tracks.
Yeah.
And, get the youth involved and all that.
Yeah.
And I said, I think when it comes to the house scene, I don't think there's anybody bigger than me and Zim.
Sure.
And I just told him straight up, and he says, well, I totally agree with you. And he says, okay, cool, let's vibe. So we jumped in the studio, and I said, it was like, how can I say, when I did the beat, we had to do it slow.
Okay.
Just so that he could try and feel it and all that. And then I took as much vocals as possible.
Yeah.
I think we spent about a month just trying to get as much vocals and everything. And then we did one session where we just did the guitar by itself.
Yeah.
I said, I don't want just your voice.
Just want the guitar.
I want the guitar because that's Oliver Mtukudzi. Guitar and the voice, that's it for me. And I said, just give me everything and then let me jump in the studio, cut it up, let's see what we can come up with. And it took me about 2 months. I like taking my time on projects. And it took me about 2 months just to chop up, try and get the tempo a bit higher than what we recorded and everything. And then we came up with Mayhem.
Wow.
And then took it to him and he was like, did I do this? And I was like,
so he actually didn't also believe that he actually did that.
I said, well, don't forget, we're upgrading technology all the time. So he was impressed, and still to today, we wanting to shoot a video.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm always on the road. He's always on the road.
He's always a busy man.
Trying to find time just to shoot this video. But, I believe Mayhem is a timeless song. And, it's deep as well.
Yeah.
If people really listen to the song, it's got a deep message.
Now, I don't even know what Mayhem even means,
Yeah.
Like, that's actually, I want to find out.
It's, Mayhem is basically the full moon.
Okay.
Right, so we're just waiting for the full moon to come up and shine.
Wow. Very nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You learn something new each and every day, dog. Like, seriously. Otherwise, 22 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. DJ Stavo is in the stew. Team up with Oliver Mtukudzi on this one. The track is called Mayhem, and I absolutely love the song. One of my all-time favorite house tracks, brother, man. You know what? I love the song right here. Coming up immediately after that.
This is Trans Africa Radio.
Time now is exactly 28 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. Welcome to #School of House. If you just joined us right here on TRRadio.mobi, channel 609 and OpenView HD, otherwise channel 872 on your DSTV audio bouquet. In the studio, we've got DJ Stavo. Now, I've actually done some research about you, and apparently you are recognized as a mobile virtual DJ. A mobile DJ.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like, you come with your own equipment?
Yeah.
What is
mobile
that?
meaning I'm on the move.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't understand that part. I'm like, what kind of DJ is that?
You know, when we're doing our bios, we have to put these big words.
It's sounding smart now.
Yeah.
So now please explain to me, bro, what really is a mobile DJ?
As far as I know, is someone who's always just, I move with my own equipment and everything. I just set up and I play, and I always take myself to the people.
Yeah.
So that's me.
That's you. So you move with your own equipment.
Yeah.
So if you get there and probably there's like equipment, so you're just gonna remove everything.
No, I use mine.
So now why is that though? Like, why do you prefer using your own?
I'm just so comfy with my equipment. I mean, I think always moving with the times and everything. I mean, there's this other studio that I went to, and what you call it, touchscreens. So, just whatever tickles your fancy.
Yeah. So what tickles your fancy?
No, definitely. I'm moving with my. You want to know my controller stuff and all that? Yeah. So it's just I'm always updating myself with programs and stuff like that. But I'm just really comfortable with my equipment, and because there's nothing worse than going somewhere and then the equipment that they have starts messing up.
Oh yeah, true.
You know.
Oh yeah, true. Oh,
so at least I'm safe. I can always pull one or two things and say, okay, I know exactly what's wrong with my own equipment. Whereas, you know, you're in a club, the CDJs go down, and you just look. And it's, you know, it's not the club's problem at the end of the day, because that's what the fans will be like. Stavo, what are you doing? You know?
Now they're going to be putting the blame on you.
Yeah.
And now apparently to date, you've actually produced more than 15 songs to date, which actually includes hit singles like Nandi featuring Mendoza. Now I actually want to find out one thing from you. Is like Mendoza said he passed away, you know.
Yeah.
And how was actually working with him, you know, at the time? I've never met the guy, so I can only just imagine how much of a person he is. Hey, yeah.
You know, working with or whenever you jump into the industry, you always meet these guys as legends.
Sure.
You get butterflies, you know, and you're like, yo, you know, how's he gonna, you know, react to me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're all humans. At the end of the day, we're all humble, and you know, we just, you know, meeting him, he's just like me, you know. And the one thing I always make sure is whoever I decide to collaborate with, I make sure I vibe with them, because the collaboration does not make sense if we don't vibe.
True.
You know, and if we don't vibe, we don't come up with a hit track.
Okay,
you know.
True.
So I will spend more than 3 months on a track or anything, and I'll have that communication and say, look, I'm not happy with this track. Can we go back in the studio? Can we do this? Can we do that? And the feedback I always get is, I like the way you work, you know. And working with Mendoza, he taught me that.
Oh yeah?
You know? And he said, look, never rush your work if you're not happy with it. You know?
True.
And you know, working with such legends, and that's what's so important about my collaboration and my career is working with all these big artists. That's what's making me improve my career.
Oh yeah,
you know? And I'm learning from them. And only in the future I would like to work with younger guys so that I can pass that on to them.
Oh, so that is the plan. Right now you're just
Right now I'm still building.
Okay. Now, Famzo, I actually want to understand one thing, that since you actually have worked with a lot of people, you know, like how do you actually go about picking and choosing which artist you actually want to work with on a specific song?
I wouldn't say who's hot at that particular time, but I think it's what we call a bucket list or whatever. You know, like I started off with Mendoza, we did all of them to Kudzi, Fiesta Black. I'll always
Professor,
do it,
Skido, Nogwazi.
And I would always say to myself, you know, it's that vibe. I'll meet up with people and say, let's vibe, you know, and if we vibe, we'll say, let's jump in the studio.
Sure.
That's how we work.
So now, how do you make sure, or how do you vibe with people? Like what do you do in order to vibe? You know, let's say maybe I'm a singer. You know what I mean? Like what are you going to do that you know, like we vibing? You know, is there anything specific that you do?
Well, are we not vibing?
Yeah, we are.
So we're clicking, right?
Oh wow, did you have to be that flat? Gonna do it as fast 10 o'clock Central African time. DJ Stavo in the stew. +27 7925 4329. I've got a question here coming through from Lesotho. The brother man says that he hasn't actually made it yet. When he'll actually make it, and how will he know that he has actually made it in life? Wow, good question.
I would always say when I've made it is when I have to stop grinding and hustling.
Okay.
And I think that's when retirement comes. That's when I've made it.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll say I've got enough money for myself, my family, my kids, they're all sorted, then I've made it.
Then you've made it in life. Okay.
For me, not to say that I'm on TV or I'm winning awards that I've made it. No, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're treating my brand as a business. So it's just, as a business, you want to make money.
Sure.
So I'm not in it just for the fame or anything, but I'm in it for the money. This is my job.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure that, you know, anybody who has a 9 to 5 or anything will say, well, I'm in it for the money.
Sure.
You know, let's not beat around the bush. You know, because if we're in it for the fame, you know, who's going to pay the bills?
Definitely, for sure.
You know, so for me, I'll only say I've made it once I retired, and I've set up my own, you know, record label and everything. And I'll say, right, I have my artists, and I'll say, right, do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
Let's vibe.
Yeah.
That's it.
So now, are you working on getting yourself like a record label, or is it like a dream that is actually,
it's,
you know?
We're getting
in
there.
the pipeline.
Yeah, we're getting there. We definitely, we're starting up, like I said, I have my hashtag TTP, so that's something that we might be dropping next year. But, you know, at the moment, I really want to concentrate on my brand. You know, I have a lot of inboxes and people saying, you know, you need to help the youth and all that. But, you know, I can only do that once I feel I'm comfortable that I can let go of my own brand and say, I don't need to concentrate on myself.
Because right now you're just focusing on yourself,
exactly,
you know, and you feel like you're going to be selfish when you have other people, but you're just focusing on yourself and not focusing on them.
I mean, look at this year alone. I've only dropped 2 singles.
Sure.
And out of those 2 singles, I've spent the other six months of it pushing those singles. You know, that's part and parcel of the process. You know, there's some people that are fortunate that they can just drop singles; they don't have to push them. You know, so and what the challenge is for me is that you know, me being okay, let's not get too big-headed, but I would say an international DJ. You know,
it's okay, brother, man. Like, it's really okay, dog.
So, you know,
it's really okay.
I have to push back in Zim. I have to push in South Africa. I have to push in Botswana. I'm now reaching out to Malawi. I'm now pushing out to Mozambique. You know, I want to venture into Namibia. I want to venture into Angola.
Sure.
You know, so doing all that takes time.
Definitely.
You know, and we have to balance everything. So bringing all these other projects on board will really slow down my own personal process.
Okay. Now, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a whole lot of sense, actually. It does make sense. 36 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time, +27 7925 44329. DJ Stavo is in the stew. Any questions I might have for him, come through, and of course, WhatsApp us or simply tweet us at Transafrica 872.
This is Transafrica Radio.
Some amazing tunes right here on Radio.Mobi, man. Hashtag Morning Mayhem, channel 872 on DSTV, 609 on OpenView HD. Time now is exactly 41 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. DJ Stavo on this one, Tim up with Rocky. Number track is called The Journey. My goodness, the guitar. The guitar, though. The guitar, though. Who's playing the guitar, brother, man?
Yeah, I had a sessionist come in.
Yasti.
We just had to chop it up. And, you know, he did a bit of a freestyle, and then we just chopped it up and got it going. I mean, it was just something that I wanted to, you know, every single collaboration I like to add a little bit of an element. That's new, and I just felt a guitar was the right time on that track.
Too nice.
And I think the guitar from now onwards is my new friend.
What, are you planning to actually learn how to play a guitar, maybe?
You know, I'm thinking of going down that route because this track, The Journey, put me on a new meaning of the guitar. You know, and then I had to make sure that I had to put the guitar on the Professor track as well. So I think from now onwards, I think you're going to be hearing a lot of guitar.
Now, Famso, I actually want to understand something. Like, this year, you actually only just pushed 2 singles, you know? When is actually a full body of work coming through? When is that ever going to happen?
I think on this radio tour that I'm doing, I think every single person is asking that. I'm being pressurized, and all I can say is that, you know, I never planned to do an album, you know, but this radio tour has put pressure on me. So I think we will work on an album and maybe drop it in 2018.
So why isn't part of the plan to actually drop an album?
I think it's from me being back home. Albums don't make sense back in Zimbabwe. It makes sense in South Africa, you know. And I just think, you know, I think a song to get its full potential and the amount of time that I put in a single, you know, I just believe that it should get its full length of life. You know, a good 4 to 6 months of just one track, and then people are just like, wow. Then when they expect the next one, they can go wow for another 6 months. You know? I just feel if I just give them 12 tracks or
at the same time,
I just don't feel they're gonna feel my work. That's just me, you know. But I think the pressure's there to drop an album, and you know, I think it will be nice to leave an album before I depart this earth.
44 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. But of course, you've got a brand new track, and you actually featured Mr. Professor, you know?
Yeah.
Why Mr. Professor, though?
Definitely one person that I've always wanted to work with. I've been trying to get him for a number of years.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, we started vibing, and he liked my work, and I had this instrumental.
Sure.
And he says, "Yo, let me work on this on this track."
Yeah.
So I gave it to him. I think he spent about a month doing the vocals and everything. Gave him it back. We actually recorded this track last year.
Last year?
Yeah. And then after the journey, that's when I said I have to put the guitar on.
Yeah.
And that's what I say. I take my time in my productions, and I think it was well worth the wait to add that guitar and everything. And the timing is always right for me, and is important, I should say, for me. And I felt that last year wasn't the right time to drop the track.
Yeah.
And so we decided to drop it this year for the festives. And hopefully it's going to be a banger, and people jump on it and go crazy about it, and
Yeah, but knowing DJ Stavo, knowing Professor is going to be a banger. Come on. Don't be humble about it now. Don't be humble about it. +27 7925 4329 is actually the WhatsApp line in order for you to actually come through and, of course, ask any questions you might have for DJ Stavo. That brand new track is actually coming up immediately after this.
This is Trans Africa Radio.
DJ Stavo on this one. It's him about Professor. And the track is called Ngicela Uvume. My goodness. Hi. Hey, Stavo ngatwenza ngomuthi nje. Elikenzakalala umntakapi, eh? Is it like some voodoo nyana that you're using there, man?
Yeah, white magic.
I'm starting to believe that, actually. 51 minutes past 10 o'clock Central African time. Brand new music right here on #Morning Mayhem. Audio studio Thabang Mashile. Channel 872 on your DSTV audio bouquet. Otherwise 609 rather on your OpenView HD. Man, what a dope jam, man.
Thank you.
Very nice, yo.
Thank you.
Very, very nice.
So you
very
agree
nice.
with me on the guitar?
Yeah, the guitar, brother, man. Like the guitar, I think you should add it on every other track from now on.
See, man.
I think you should add it from any other track, man. It's too nice, man.
Thank you.
Really, really nice. Otherwise, yeah, man. I'm actually, I don't even know what to say because that song was just too nice, dog. Sadly, we actually are running out of time. We only just have left like 9 minutes of the show, and then of course you're going to be stepping out of here. Now, Femso, one thing that I actually want to understand from you is that you've worked with a lot of people. Is there anybody in mind that you still actually want to work with?
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people, and I don't want to say anything, because if I do, then that expectation is just going to run around and say, okay, we're waiting for this track, we're waiting for that track, so you just never know with DJ stuff. I just want to work with as many people as possible, and whoever wants to work with me, I just want to work, but at the same time I want to put out good work, so that when people know that they're collaborating with me, it makes sense. So you just never know. All I can say is 2018 is yo.
Sounds like you on 2018, Kelly.
Yeah.
So going to be a whole lot of things actually going down in 2018, Femso, one thing that I also want to understand from you is that, you are actually talking about branching out within the African continent as well, branching into Afrobeat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Are you like planning which country is next on your list, in order for you to actually push?
Definitely.
Yeah, now?
Yeah.
Which country is that?
I don't want to say.
Why not? Why not?
No, I feel I want to go up, the Angola, the Nigeria side of things and venture there. At the end of the day, we've got to be honest with ourselves in this industry. It's a numbers game. With us being only around about 15 million people in Zimbabwe, the numbers don't really add up, in the music industry. So, I'm wanting to get these numbers. So that's where I'm aiming.
That's where you're aiming.
Yeah.
Now, Femo, out here in South Africa, I'm going to make an example about out here in South Africa.
Yeah.
You rarely actually find white house music producers.
Yeah.
And how was the reception that you actually got when you were actually playing house music, and then when people actually started hearing your music,
Yeah.
Because now a lot of people might actually come through and say that, out here forced, type of thing, this guy is actually forcing, type of genre that he's not actually, doesn't relate to.
Yeah.
Now, have actually people said that to you, maybe?
Yeah, I get a lot of people, and for me, I'm just Stavo. I'm just a white guy who just loves Afro house, Afro beats, anything to do with Africa. I mean, to me, I'm just all African.
Okay.
My wife's black,
Yeah, apparently she goes by the name of Kuzai.
Yeah, Kuzai, yeah. So, shout out to wifey. But how it is with me is I just see myself as a normal human being. A lot of people, yes, you might get, we can't please everybody on this earth, and they're like, hey, this Mulungu is just taking advantage here, and but to me, when I play the music and I see people dancing and vibing, I don't think they're vibing to my skin color. I think they're vibing to the beat. You understand?
Sure.
That's the vibe I get, and if I'm vibing with them and everything's cool in the club, why not? I mean, I've played in places that I would never ever think I'll play.
Okay.
And I've got no problem. I'm gangster. I'll just pitch up anywhere. As long as I can get my brand to the people and they believe in me, let's go for it.
It's endless.
Yeah.
Now, is there any particular place or like a specific place where you just love the crowd from there?
I tell you one thing that's always stuck out in my mind, and it's just something that we annually do.
Yeah.
And we have this Braai festival back home. But unfortunately, this year I missed it. I got stuck in Malawi. And that vibe of these festivals, in doing any big festival where you have 15,000 people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing. I feed off adrenaline.
Yeah.
And if the crowd just go with me, I will just do anything for them.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. I'm not that type of a guy who likes to DJ for like a laid back kind of playing, lounge grooves or whatever kind of stuff. I want to feel the vibe, energy.
Yeah.
And then, I actually, my wife always shouts at me sometimes because I'll be booked for an hour set and she's like, Stavo, you've just done 2 hours. We're now hitting the 3rd hour.
Like, do you always,
I always
overlap. Maybe
I always do. It's that, like, once again, we'll go back. It's not always about the money. It's it's about me giving back that vibe, and if I'm vibing with the crowd and the resident DJ is saying, yo, I'm vibing, you booked me to vibe, I'm here, so let me be.
Now, before I let you go, at Trans Africa Radio, we play 100% African music.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts when it actually comes to that?
I'm 100% behind that. Reason being is because I'm African. I want to see the African continent's music grow, and I think I'm actually blessed right now to be in this transition where America, Europe is going through the African sound right now, and they're accepting it. We've heard a lot of songs from Beyonce, taking that African rhythm and stuff like that. You've got French Montana that just came to, where's it, Ghana? Is it Ghana?
No, it was actually Uganda.
There we go. Yeah, Uganda. And that's important, so it's our time right now. So I totally agree with that. And that's why I only do Afro beats and Afro houses, because I believe that's where I'm from. That's me. That's Stavo. I mean, I don't want to go and do EDM and all that other stuff, because that's for that side.
Not this side. And also, my technical producer actually asked me that I should actually ask you to actually do a link right now. This is DJ Stavo, and you're listening to The Morning Mayhem with Thabang Mashile.
Yo, this is DJ Stavo, and you're listening to The Morning Mayhem, right?
Yeah, Morning Mayhem.
Mayhem
on transafricaradio.net.
Yeah, okay, cool. Another one, or is it fine? Just fine. Okay, cool.
Just fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Thank you so much, brother, for coming through, man.
No worries.
Really was an honor to actually have you out here in the studio. Got much respect for you, but
thank you. I appreciate
much respect. The type of quality that you actually produce and the type of sound that you actually have right now is just too much, dog. It's just way too much. I'm gonna wrap up with actually one of my favorite songs from you. Simut Zangoma with the Job Praiser.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can I also flourish?
No problem.
Otherwise, where can actually people catch you on social media platforms?
Social media, Facebook, it's DJ Stavo, and Stavo's Stavo. Instagram, DJ Stavo, and then on Twitter it's DJ_Stavo.
Otherwise, for me, Thabang Mashile, it's a wrap. Back again next week, Monday, right here on TRadio.mobi. Please stay tuned.
This is Trans Africa Radio.